Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're all having a great day. So the Yankees, they ended up dropping Thursday afternoon series finale against the Orioles, but still won 3 out of 4. That's 9 straight series victories. Good vibes remain. But who does not have good vibes right now is Aaron Hicks. And I think we all kind of could agree on this, that the most disappointing part of the 2022 season has been his performance. Now, you might say it's not disappointing at all because you expected this. Well, Hicks has never been this bad. He's actually been much better, which is why, the fact that he's not only not hitting the ball, but also playing some pretty, not just bad defense, but lazy defense, it's really frustrating. So before anything, I just want to clarify, for those who say Hicks has always been bad, that's simply not the case. 2017, he hit 266, had a 372 on base, 475 slugging, hit 15 homers, had a 128 OPS plus. 2018, he was second behind Mike Trout among all American League center fielders in WAR with a 4.2 WAR. Had a 366 on base that year, hit 27 homers, 79 RBIs. So, and all while playing really good defense. He had a great arm, had great range. And then, I'm not sure if it was Tommy John surgery or just him getting older. Maybe, some people think it could be a classic case of guy gets a big contract and then just tails off. I don't know what the deal is. Whatever the case may be, though, Aaron Hicks is bad. Really, really bad. And Michael Kay, I think, says it best. Winning is the greatest deodorant of all, whether that comes to, Joey Gallo or even a guy like Anthony Rizzo slumping over the past month. When you're winning, you can kind of just ignore these things, right? Because they're not a big deal. And I don't want to make it seem like I'm calling out Rizzo. No, not by any means. But I'm just saying in general, when a player is slumping and you're still winning, nothing is ever a big deal. And this isn't a big deal right now. But the point I'm trying to make is the Yankees cannot go into the second half of the season, and more so October, with Aaron Hicks as their starting center fielder. Now, just to let you guys know, for those who don't know or may not be aware of what Aaron Hicks' current really bad, shitty situation is so far in 2022, he has played in 34 games so far, and he is batting 196 and has an OPS below 600. That is really bad. And the thing with Hicks, he at least has always been able to get on base, and that remained true for about the first month of the season, because even when, he wasn't hitting for power, he wasn't really doing anything well offensively, he still had an on-base close to 400. That's why for, a few weeks, I was actually okay with Hicks batting leadoff. No longer the case, that is. But, when it comes to his walks, his OBP is down to 331. And when that's the only thing you got going for you, 331 is by no means good enough. And that has him at an 80 WRC plus for the season, 80 OPS plus, WRC plus. Basically what that means, for those who don't know, he's been 20% worse than a league average offensive player. All while, keep in mind, offense around the league is down like crazy right now. So Hicks has been even worse. That's not good. But, maybe we can dive into some splits and find out, there's some positive things maybe that we're missing. That is not the case. You dive into his splits, look at, say, his performance with runners in scoring position. Even worse. So far, in 28 plate appearances with runners in scoring position, Hicks is hitting just 136 and has an OPS of 604. In general, with men on, he's hitting 143, and with the bases loaded, he is batting 120. So overall, not a good year offensively for Hicks, and that's certainly a problem, no doubt. But what pisses me off even more is what we saw in the series finale against Baltimore, and this has been a couple times now, and I'll put the clip up here. Aaron Hicks, I'm not sure if it's him just, whether he's intentionally dogging it, doesn't care, or just has like a lackadaisical attitude. I don't know what it is. Where's the sense of urgency? He's had multiple plays now where he has quite possibly cost the Yankees a win. Today, sac fly to center field. Hicks takes his sweet one, positions himself terribly, fielding the ball in center field. Just another example of Hicks clearly losing a step. Not to mention his arm is nowhere near what it once was. He got Tommy John surgery. Ever since then, it hasn't been the same. But, doesn't position himself well at all. Catches this ball quite awkwardly, and then takes his sweet-ass time getting it in. And then what happens? The runner tags up from first, which I guess he wasn't anticipating, makes it to second base, and ends up scoring the game-winning run, or the tying run, at least it was at the time. So that's unacceptable. You had a couple weeks ago, I think it was maybe in Toronto, I don't actually have it right off the top of my head, but I'll try to find the clip and put it up here. Line drive down the left field line, it either tied the game or was the winning run, whatever, it was an important play, and you just see him jogging after it like it's no big deal. Hicks, what are you doing? I think we should, at the very least, as Yankee fans, as baseball fans, be able to expect max effort. Hell, give me even 95% effort. I mean, Hicks so far, what are you doing, man? No wonder you're going to get booed. At least Joey Gallo, who gets booed more than anybody, you never see him dogging it. He cares clearly. I'm not saying Hicks doesn't care, but, you should show it 100% of the time. Come the trade deadline, the Yankees are going to have to make a move. Now, as we get closer, I will probably make a video, a more in-depth about some options that are out there. Some people have mentioned Juan Soto. Unless they're really stupid, I cannot see them giving him up just yet. I mean, he has 2 years left to control. He's like the best hitter, arguably, since like Barry Bonds. I mean, don't see that happening, but maybe like an Ian Happ, or I don't know. We'll get into that at some point. But bottom line is, if the Yankees are serious about winning World Series, which we know they are, you got to go out and find another option that isn't Aaron Hicks. Now, some people have called for, calling up Estevan Florial from the minor leagues, who's gotten off to a good start in AAA. I mean, that's all well and good, but like that's not the answer right now. It really isn't. Another thing you could do, you could play Stanton every day in right field if you wanted to. That opens up the DH spot. That way, the 5 infielders that you have 4 spots for, you could play them every single day and officially regulate Hicks to a bench player. That's more of like a short-term option, because I think no matter where it's at, and right now it is looking like it's going to be Hicks' spot, the Yankees need to add a bat. Their offense has been good, and it's been pretty consistent for the most part, but, there's definitely has been those couple games. Like, even though the last few games, the Baltimore series wasn't amazing. I think they could use one more bat, and right now it's looking like left field is going to be the open spot. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. I mean, I'm sure we're all in agreement that Hicks is not good, and he has been absolutely brutal this year, and the Yankees have to find another option come July 31st, which is the trade deadline. But I don't know, maybe if you have some suggestion for a guy they could go out and get, let me know. I'll respond to it, and then a couple months from now, probably, maybe beginning of July or late June, we'll start doing like some mock trade videos, some trade suggestions and ideas for that. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. I will see you guys next time. Let's go Yankees.